Hello YouTube, Jojo here, and welcome to a kind of different video, because I was going to do a video for you guys on my favorite Infiltrator loadouts, but I thought, everyone does loadout videos, so instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys just some things to think about when creating your Infiltrator loadouts, so you don't make dumb loadouts, or just to help you think. Okay. So I guess the main thing to think about with your Infiltrator loadout is its specialization and its purpose. Because Infiltrator is a very, very specialized class. You build for a role and you don't really do much else. So if you're going to be going close quarters, you need to gear towards close quarters. If you're going to be doing range, gear that way. Going to be doing mid-range, gear that way. But you can't be like a heavy or a medic where you can kind of do a bit of both. You have to decide what you want your loadout to do. So as far as weapon choice goes, it's very, very simple. If you want close quarters, you're looking for your SMGs. If you're looking for mid-range with a bit of close quarters, you're going to be wanting to go for your fully auto scouts. If you're looking for sort of slightly more range, still being able to hand closer quarters, but a bit more range on the side, maybe a semi-auto scout or a semi-auto sniper. And then for longer range, obviously you're getting to the snipers with scopes depending on kind of what range you want. Once again, with attachments, you're looking at specialization. So you want to look at your attachments and you want to specialize your gun for its intended purpose. So a close quarters gun, I will almost always, in fact, run a laser sight, a suppressor, and soft point ammo if it's available. Longer ranges, compensators, higher end scopes, forward grips, you kind of get the picture. And finally, I know I keep on going on about specialization, but this will also incorporate into your playing style. You're going to want to build a loadout that fits your playing style. So me personally, I love close quarters, I suck at range completely, so everything is specialized and geared towards my sort of sneaky, stealthy, get in their face, but quite just stay outside style of play that I quite like to use. But if you prefer sort of more accuracy, maybe being a little bit further out, you need to build for that. Even if you are running, say, a close quarters build, you still want to be building for your playstyle. So if you prefer to be a little bit further away, you might want to pick a different SMG to a massive spammy one, say. Might well choose the NS7. As far as your pistol and tool go, for your pistol I would just recommend you take anything that you're comfortable with, but make sure it's geared towards your playstyle. So I personally like high damage pistols, so that if I run dry in my mag I can finish somebody off with one bullet. No nonsense, just pop dead. And for your tool slot, you have the choice between the motion spotter and the sensor darts. This is once again down to personal preference. I actually prefer the motion spotter as I find it more useful, but this might be down to the fact that my playstyle is more of sort of terrorize a concentrated area until dead, which I find works very well for me until dead. Inside of your suit slot, what I recommend you do is consider what your specialization is, and also consider that you're playing an Infiltrator, please. So I pretty much always run the ammo belt, as I find myself running out of ammo on every Infiltrator build I run. That's just me personally, but whatever suits your playstyle works. The only ones that I can recommend against is nanoweave armor and adrenaline pump. Adrenaline pump is just not as good as anything else, and nanoweave, yes, it looks good on paper, but the thing you have to remember is you're playing as an Infiltrator. The whole point is you don't get shot at, so I feel it's kind of counterintuitive. As for your utility slot, there is sort of a toss-up between proxy mines and medkits. I personally prefer to run medkits on every single build. I even prefer medkits to C4, just because I'm a selfish player. I like to be able to hoard my health and keep myself alive. However, proxy mines are good if you're sniping or you're doing room defense, I guess, so they're not exactly a bad choice. Speaking of bad choices, however, one thing that I would recommend you never ever run on an Infiltrator is the rejuvenation kit. Now, I prefer medkits at all times, but if you like rejuvenation kits, let's put it this way. A rejuvenation kit requires you to be uncloaked to use. That means you have to be uncloaked for 8 seconds to go from empty to full. In the heat of battle, 8 seconds is a long time to be honest, the time it takes me to uncloak, pop a medkit, and recloak isn't enough to get me killed sometimes. So the time it takes you to uncloak, pop one, and then wait 8 seconds glowing bright green, that's just a way to get yourself killed. Okay, so the final piece of your Infiltrator loadout puzzle is the grenade. Now, there are 3 options. You got your frag, your EMP, and your decoy. So let's eliminate the decoy because in almost every situation, the other 2 are better. So it's tossed up between your EMPs and your frags. I personally run the frag, which don't tell anyone else, but the secret to me running the frag is because I just haven't bought an EMP. It's the only reason, but you know, if the EMP fits your playstyle more, go for it. Okay, so that just about wraps it up for this quick little video helping you with your Infiltrator loadouts. If you have any personal thoughts on things to consider while making Infiltrator loadouts, please leave them in the comments section, or alternately, if you think there's anything that I personally could do better, please leave that in the comments section as well. If you think I deserve it, please leave a like or a favorite, and you know, maybe subscribe to see more content and help support the channel. Also, I know I've finished a bit about comments, but more comment stuff. If you have any Infiltrator loadouts that you have come up with that are cool or just good, please leave them in the comments as well for anyone else to enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye from Jojo.